Hello, everybody. I'm Verity, and I am back talking about Love Island with our columnist, Marcel Somerville, aka
What's
Mr.
going on, Verity? You alright?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm not too bad, not too bad. Like little bit like I feel like I'm somewhat of a mystic Meg going on. Like my predictions are always right.
They are. Yeah, I mean, you are our new answer to Mystic Meg. And obviously we're fresh off the dumping last night on the show, which was quite an emotional one, really. So we said goodbye to Rachel, and it sort of seemed a bit like she never really had much of a chance in the villa. Did you expect her to be dumped?
Do you know what? Like I feel like she was the only. I feel like she was the only real option to go because obviously when it comes down to the original people, the originals will always be kept in by other originals. So with Rachel coming in as one of the bombshells to try and like mix with the video and all that kind of stuff, but she didn't really do her job. She went for Brad, which was a bad choice. Like I said it from the go, she was making a big mistake by picking Brad because Brad wasn't onto her.
Yeah.
And I feel like her flirting was it was always done in like a sexual way rather than trying to like build any like real connections with people. It was always about, oh, how sexy, what's your favorite position and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like she kind of like made herself like I don't think she utilized her power within the villa at the start. And I feel like as the time went on, she just kind of became like a side character. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, she just got played. She picked Brad after he laid it on so thick with her, and obviously Chugs got sent home. And then it's like as soon as Chugs went, Brad just didn't even look back at Rachel ever again. And then obviously Lucinda comes in, and Brad is once again doing his, oh, I've never felt like this before. And then and yeah, like you say, like her flirting was a bit much sometimes, and she did have some embarrassing moments, bless her, while she was in there. But yeah, she deserved better, really, didn't she? It is a shame.
Yeah, I feel like she didn't really get a chance to really flourish in there. But Love Island is you've got a week. Basically, when you come in, you've either got a couple of days or you've got a week to make an impression on someone. And if you're going for the wrong people, you're not gonna last. Do you know what I mean? She could have made a play for Hugo. Do you know what I'm saying? She could have made a play for Hugo, and she might have lasted a little bit longer in there. Do you know what I mean? They could have. You never know. They could have had a great rapport, but she didn't go. She went for. I'm gonna go for the hottest guy in the villa because like I feel like that's what I deserve. And fair enough, go for it. But you need to be sensing their energy opposed to just their looks. Do you know what I mean?
Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly, as they like to say.
Yeah. So Teddy chose Faye instead, which I know some people didn't see that coming. I did sort of think that they had quite a good rapport going during their date. Definitely more so than him and like Sharon.
Yeah.
But yeah, what did you think about his? Do you think he's got a spark with Faye? Do you think that they've got legs together?
I feel like they could potentially be my new favorite couple. Not gonna lie.
Really?
There was early signs. So obviously on their date there was the footsie going on. He had leant in a little bit closer to her during the date. And then the day after the date, he was like, I couldn't stop thinking about your eyes. All of these different things. He was just dropping the lines and I was like, he's gonna pick Faye, 100% he's gonna pick Faye.
Yeah.
And literally, like the conversations that they were having, she wanted someone that was gonna be like playful banter and all that kind of stuff. He was giving it to her, she was giving it back. The connection was there, and I feel like Faye to me, like when I first started doing the column, I was like, I think Faye's gonna be like Olivia Atwood. She's gonna be a bit bitchy, a bit crude, but she's gonna be very thing. But she's totally changed the whole game right now because she's shown us a side of her where it's like she puts on this front to protect herself from being hurt, and it's like wow, do you know what I mean? Like, hopefully Teddy's the guy that's like, he's honest and he's true to him, true to her, and like they can last a long time. I can see it.
Yeah, so yeah, as you say, she's sort of shown her more vulnerable side. She was crying last night, just at the thought almost of opening up to him and sort of giving him the chance to potentially hurt her in the future, which I think like resonated with a lot of people. Yeah, I thought it was a big surprise that she was crying. But I think it kind of proves that she does genuinely like him.
Yeah, definitely.
We've seen her be very feisty in the past, and you know, with the whole sort of fake row, she's when I think when it comes to her insecurities, she can overreact a bit, perhaps.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's a chance that she might self-sabotage things with Teddy and that they can end up splitting in some kind of row?
Do you know what? Hopefully Teddy's calm in nature, like kind of like prevents that from happening, because I feel like he's very chilled and he's very like I was getting a vibe of, oh, like he's very cool, he's very relaxed. He's probably not one who's gonna really want confrontations and that kind of stuff. So hopefully Faye doesn't start trying to like instigate those situations in the villa. I don't think she will, because I feel like she's already talking about letting down her barrier. So I feel like she actually wants to attempt it.
Yeah.
So I think when as long as Teddy continues to be the kind of character that he is and gives her the playful banter, gives her the romantic connections that she's been wanting the whole time she's been in there, I feel like they will stay on a nice kind of like steady kind of path. Obviously, it's Love Island. There'll be a few little ups and downs, but I feel like they will definitely maintain a good rapport and a good romance. I can feel it. I can see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Really, I'm really happy about this romance, like, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, me too.
Totally, like my whole mindset's totally changed on Faye, so I'm really rooting for her.
Yeah, me too. I absolutely love her now, and yeah, I really hope that that it works out for them. And obviously, we had Hugo choosing in a friendship couple. He chose Sharon, which I was really surprised at. I just wasn't expecting it. I kind of didn't really realise that they are close friends, or I suppose they just would be by now. But and he made this lovely speech about how he hopes that she finds love and that he has a feeling that love might be around the corner for both of them, which I think everyone is just praying for at this point, really, aren't they? Yeah. Especially for Hugo.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like when it comes to the friendship couples in Love Island, there's a lot of conversations that happen off off camera. Do you know what I mean? Like there would have been conversations had between Hugo and Sharon, between Kaz and Hugo, to like kind of like say, all right, cool. Obviously, Sharon's not gonna be matching up with anyone. Aaron's talking about picking me. So would you pick Sharon in this sense? Because like I said, they're all originals. Like when you're in the original cast, there's like a bond there, which is like we've been here from the start. Like we deserve to be here, basically. Even though everyone coming on the show should be like given an equal playing field and all that kind of stuff. But like I said with Rachel, like if you come in and you don't make a mark on the villa, the originals will get you out. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So Sharon and Hugo, they're probably not the closest of friends in there. They're like obviously they've had their like back and forth. They've had a few little moments, but they have definitely got the loyalty to each other to be like, all right, cool, like both of us ain't paired up. Let's just stick together for this one, and then hopefully they'll send in some new people for us.
Yeah, it's funny how people can just come in one day later than other people, and yet you can just tell there's such a difference between them, and you always think of them as the new people, even though they were only in like a day after the others.
100%.
And obviously we all sort of watched through our fingers when none of the girls chose Hugo in the sort of police officer challenge, and no one kissed him, no one chose him, and he said like, or not humiliating at all or something like that. Yeah. That was a tough watch, wasn't it? Bless him.
Yeah, because like obviously like the experience of rejection, like on the first day he got rejected. Like I don't think I was stood for him on the first day. Yeah. And then kind of like settled into it, like became part of the group still. He's friends with the boys and all that kind of stuff. But it's like, for some reason, I felt like watching it. I felt like, all right, the last girl is probably going to pick Hugo just because, like it's a nice thing to do. Do you know what I mean? You haven't got to snog him. You can kiss him on the cheek.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you haven't got to do those things, but for no one to pick him, and even the girls that had been dumped by boys, they were still picking the boys that dumped him rather than picking nice guy Hugo, which was. It was a bit crazy for me. It was a bit like I felt really sorry for him. I felt really, really bad for him at that point. So so hopefully the producers and everyone are looking at it and seeing what's going on, and they send in someone who is his type and that he's their type, and they can just build something. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like couples are forming now. There's a lot of couples. There's like 5 strong couples, I reckon.
Yeah, so, I mean, if any of the Love Island producers are watching, I do volunteer. If you'd like to send me in, you go. Okay. So we've got a question from Debbie that says, do you think that Chloe is loyal? Obviously, now she's coupled up with Toby. Do you think that there's a genuine attraction there? There's been a lot of very noisy snogging.
So I feel like the producers of the show, they have told the sound editor to boost the sound. Whenever anyone's kissing, we want it as loud as possible, because it is literally like, it's crazy. No one wants to hear that. Do you know what I mean?
ASMR,
But with Chloe and Toby, this was actually one of my predictions. It's like, Toby said he was 100% into Kaz, and then the moment he got shown a bit of attention by someone else, he literally jumped ship. And I was upset because he was one of my favorite characters. But now that he's paired up with Chloe, and Chloe's done it in such a way to make it seem like it's a bit snaky, literally, I feel like they both turned into a villain couple. So like, I feel like people aren't rooting for him as much as they could be. But if things were done slightly differently, but I think going forward, Chloe to me is like, I feel like she definitely likes Toby. 100%. There's a connection there, but I don't know whether or not the way she handled things with Kaz, and just like without any girl code or any of that kind of stuff. I don't know if someone was to come in that maybe was more her type, whether or not she would be willing to just like drop Toby and just go straight away. Because I feel like there is that potential there, just based off of previous actions. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I wonder if she will sort of get bored with him and move on. But people were saying it just goes to show how when someone does like you, they will make the effort, because, you know, he wouldn't even really touch Kaz. And now he's making sort of, what was it? Some kind of avocado.
Pineapple. I think it was pineapple slices in the shape of initials. Do you know what I mean?
What is Love Island's obsession with writing messages and food?
Like, do you know what? Like, you're writing messages in food, you're writing messages in pillows, you write messages in anything, because you ain't got no pens. Do you know what I mean? There's no pens in there, there's no Sharpies. Do you know what I mean? You've got to make it with what you can.
And I suppose when you haven't got a phone to sort of sit and scroll down like Twitter and Instagram, I guess you maybe would get more imaginative with your gestures of love. We've got a question from Dan who says, do you think we've seen the real person behind the contestants, or do you think they're acting up for airtime?
Ooh, I do feel like a lot of the couples are being real. I feel like a lot of the couples are being real. Like, I feel like Liberty is 100% being herself. Like, she's definitely being herself. I feel like Jake, in a sense, is being himself as well, because like, he's in a really strong couple, but at the same time, he has been saying, like last week, he was saying, I'm not sure if this is if I'm 100% in it, whereas he could have just been like, I'm fully involved. I feel like, exactly. I feel like Toby was the only person to me who wasn't being real to himself, because he was getting, like, everyone was talking to him, and he was just taking what everyone else was saying as what he should do, opposed to making decisions for himself. So I feel like a lot of the characters are being themselves, but I feel like some of them are putting up guards. Like, I feel like Faye was putting up a guard, but I think she's letting it break down a little bit now because obviously she's found someone that she really likes. I think Sharon has still got somewhat of a guard up, but I think because she let her guard down so easily with Aaron, and then Aaron done that to her, I think she's put it back up again, and I feel like maybe she's gonna be like one of the last ones to kind of like find that person.
Yeah, I mean, she was picking it. Sorry. Oh, she was like, I know, sorry. She was claiming that she didn't care about what Aaron was going to do, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I don't care." This, and this. And 5 minutes later, about it. Draped over him in bed.
Literally, they were like locking arms. I was like, "What is this? Is so confusing. This is so confusing." Yeah. So when he picked Kaz, I was like, he just doesn't want to be in the bed anymore, because if he was to pick her, they'd continue that, and it wouldn't be good for either of them, because he's obviously not feeling her the same way. She's probably going to catch more feelings, so it made sense for them to separate and like be apart from each other. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm so glad that Aaron chose Kaz, because I think her and Liberty are like the most popular, and I guess, but yeah, her and Liberty. I mean, people are desperate for them just to couple up together and win it. Just two girls. I think, yeah, I'm so glad that she's staying, and I really hope that. Well, I mean, because she did genuinely like Teddy, and they did seem to have a spark, and it just so happened that Aaron chose Kaz before Teddy had his choice. But do you think that he still would have chosen Faye, and do you think that it's definitely over between Kaz and Teddy?
I feel like just based off of my knowledge of being in the villa, before the ceremonies, you have conversations with certain producers, and they know who you're thinking about picking. And like, I feel like they knew that Teddy was edging more towards Faye, and I feel like the order that they make you pick in is done based off of the kind of like jeopardy you want to have at the final, at the end of it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because like Aaron and Kaz, they've coupled up, but they've got that kind of like, I'm gonna watch your back, you watch my back. So when someone comes in, you're gonna wingman me or wingirl me or whatever it's gonna be. And they've decided to do that, but they would have decided that from earlier on in the day. Like they would have like had rumblings, and the producers would know, all right, cool, we're gonna call Aaron to go next, because they basically say who picks in what order. So obviously they knew that Teddy was gonna pick Faye, and they knew that Rachel wasn't really like gonna be anyone's first choice aside from who they would have wanted to pick. Do you know what I mean? So I think Kaz was always gonna stay in it, because she's one of the popular girls, and I feel like she's got someone coming in for her. I thought it was gonna be Teddy, but I feel like the connection between Faye and Teddy compared to the connection between Kaz and Teddy was slightly different. Do you know what I mean? I feel like Kaz being the first girl to like go on a date, I think she kind of warmed him up a little bit, because obviously he's gonna be like kind of nervous because he's not met anyone in the villa yet. Yeah. And I feel like she would have gone in there and like not been like, because she was asking him a lot of questions after they had come back from the date, and there was questions that she wanted to ask him on the date, but she didn't get around to it, because obviously like it's like you've got like, I don't know, like 5 or 10 minutes to have this date, and then someone new's coming in and swiping him from you. So
yeah. Debbie's asked, do you think Hugo and Kaz should see if there's anything more than friends here? I don't know. I think, are they just in the friend zone now forever, do you think? I think they might be.
Yeah, I feel like if there was anything there, it would have like they would have tested the waters by now. I don't think they've really got like a spark. Like I'm not seeing a spark between them. I feel like someone's got to come in, and they've just got to go, wow. It can't be like the same way that Brad saw Lucinda and was like, that's the girl I'm going for, that's the one I want.
Yeah,
like Hugo needs to get that feeling and not feel like someone's coming in and like, oh well, I've got to try now. He's got to be like, yo, that girl's amazing, and go for it. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like Kaz got that with Teddy. She was like, oh my god, he's so good looking, this, that, the other. But I feel like I feel like it needs to be like a like a two-way thing, like it needs to be like a two-way spark. Do you know what I mean? I feel like
Yeah.
be, because the guy's got to come in and graft for Kaz. Do you know what I mean? Kaz shouldn't be trying to graft the guy. The guy's
No, that's very true. Yeah,
Kaz.
she deserves the world. Just before we finish, I just wanted to ask you, because I've always sort of wondered what actually happens when you get dumped. Is it like a straight to the airport on the plane, or I presume that you must have some sort of meetings and some kind of acclimatization back into the world before they let you just go?
Well, luckily, I never got dumped. I made it all the way to the final, so I don't know personally. But I think it's one of like it'd be a situation where you get dumped and then they'll take you to so when we finished the show, we got taken to another villa, which was basically like to chill for like one day before you went home. So basically you get so you get dumped, they'll take you in the thing, you'll sleep there, and then you'll get your flight home the following day. So because I think like getting dumped at night and then getting straight onto a plane and getting I think that's a bit mental. So I think they get one night to kind of like compose yourself. You get your phone back and all that kind of stuff. You'll be probably checking your Instagram and your Twitter and all that kind of stuff, and then they'll probably get your flight and then you'll be back home. I don't know, obviously I don't know with the new seasons whether or not they send people to pick you up, or whether you go straight to ITV afterwards, because we went straight to the ITV offices straight afterwards.
Right.
But I feel like I did remember someone, I think it was someone who done Casa Amor, was complaining, saying that that literally after Casa Amor they literally got sent to the airport and just left. Like they didn't have any kind of that, didn't hear anything back. It was just literally like straight dealing with PAPs and all that kind of stuff. And
that's the thing, because you would just think that there would be like some kind of preparation at least for the sort of public response and stuff. I mean, but maybe it's different now. I know they're making an effort to look after their contestants really well like this year, so maybe it's different now. But well, thank you so much for your time, Mystic.
No worries.
And it's been great to speak to you, and thank you everyone for watching and for your questions, and we will be back again at some point next week. So thank you very much, and see you soon.
See ya.
Bye.